everyone. I wanted to talk today about the Six of Cups in the tarot because that is currently the energy that we are all collectively feeling. So there are decans in astrology. Each sign is composed of 30 degrees, and the decans are 10-degree segments of those 30 degrees. So there are 3 decans in each sign. And there are tarot cards that are associated with each decan. And so the fixed signs get the 5, 6, and 7 of each suit. So right now we are in, since Scorpio is a water sign, we are in the cups. And so we are at 18 degrees of the sun being in Scorpio today. So that means we are in the second decan of Scorpio, the Six of Cups. I wrote about the Six of Cups, the second decan of Scorpio, a few years ago. So I will read this and then I will tie in the cards, what we're all kind of feeling, and kind of just some remediation of this energy. I also created my own tarot card a couple of years ago of this Six of Cups, which I will include somewhere right here. The Six of Cups, the second decan of Scorpio, the sun in Scorpio, a boat of love out at sea with no life jackets. Recognizing that with union, we have created a garden where energy flows, the plants grow or die. It's like the connective tissue of the emotional body, a river of bliss. I personally find this card to be one of the most powerful in the whole deck. It's allowing yourself to be swept away by the moment, transportive, a commitment to synergy. This isn't a grip on love. It's the vulnerability and trust you have in it. There's something about safety within this card. The safety to show up nakedly ourselves without strings of fear and repression tugging at our capacity for emotionally raw embodiment. What is love without trust? Poison, which is the shadow for this decan. Noticing what feels safe because it has spent an extended amount of time in your past, and how that can create a river of unity or a river of sorrow. Being able to emotionally give and receive. We can live more freely when our shadow isn't controlling the show. Thinking about how the sun in Scorpio here really shows illumination to our truest state of being, our inner child. Playing pretend when you're little and how you interface with the world so directly and innocently. The magical memories of my childhood fill me with so much joy. Hot summer nights playing in the trails of my neighborhood with friends I knew since day one. Spending all day outside making forts, putting on fashion shows, creating worlds of our own. So I suppose in conclusion I want to say that this card encompasses pleasure from the purest place. It's knowing our past, but not living in it. I have this visualization of a person and their aura, so vibrant and colorful, and how it can be harmed by trauma and realities of the world, making it dull and gray in places. If we comb that out, what are we left with? Our natural essence, what we came here with, and what we are intended to interface the world with, if it's safe, of course. So with all that being said, I think we can connect this card to our emotional ancestry and how that relates to our family of origin and what we grew up with, and even our parents, where we think that we inherited all their patterns. Well, of course, they inherited their patterns from their parents and so on and so forth. And so we can see just how powerful our ancestry really is. And with the Scorpio cards in general, we see the Five of Cups, the person fixated on the 2 cups that are poured out instead of the full ones in front of them. And, the Six of Cups, which I have right here, I have a couple of renditions of it. Here's this one. We see an older person giving a younger person flowers. So there's just like an innocence here. And of course there's a dichotomy with each card. So you were either given this love freely, or it was colored in pain and trauma. And so this time of the year can really pull us emotionally into these places where we feel like we have to cling or shield because it was perhaps unsafe to be vulnerable with our emotions. And Scorpio is alchemical and transformative in its truest nature. So we can see where, if we're not allowing ourselves to transform these emotional hang-ups, how much that will keep us from living in the present and cultivating joy and seeing the good that life has right in front of us. This card asks us to kind of take a moment from our busy day-to-day and do something that our inner child would love, whether that be listening to a song that transports you to a certain time, going to a place that evokes a memory, just letting yourself feel your lineage, letting yourself feel the evolution of you. The quote that kind of comes to my head when I think about this card is, "We accept the love we think we deserve." And so the Six of Cups, the opposite card of that would be the Six of Pentacles, where we see people giving others resources, and there's like a balance in that. We see the scales, and then sixes stand for transition and balance. So Scorpio can be very inward, and so a great way to help with this energy is, where can you extend your resources and your love to other people in your life? Sometimes we get so in our heads and in just these cycles of self-sabotage and limited thinking, and we don't realize how much joy and satisfaction that truly giving from a place of service and love can have on our well-being and psyche. And especially too with what's going on with the government shutdown and SNAP benefits ending, think about how we can help people in that way. When we give, we can receive. Think about that and how that sits with you in your life. Because I know, there's just this feeling of lack that Scorpio people can really feel within themselves. And when you know that you're whole as you are, you can give freely. You have the energy to give freely, and it creates this really nice synergy and will keep you moving instead of repeating the past.